Hello and welcome back to the Half-Ass Homestead. My name is Angie, and today we're probably going to upset some people. And I'm okay with that. With our current economic crisis, our inflation is through the roof. Our nation is $37 trillion in debt, and our government has been ripping us off. As if you guys didn't already know that. Just catching you guys up in case you've been under a rock. Our nation is living on borrowed money. And so are you. It's become so acceptable to have that instant gratification on everything. You know, you get that car and you don't have to save up for it. And you get that house that you couldn't afford, but they'll give you a loan for it. We've become too dependent on borrowing from others to get ahead in life. When did a car ever become a status symbol? People are living paycheck to paycheck, and car repossessions are up 23% over last year. And I'm going to tell you what, the foreclosures are not far behind. It all started about 4 years ago. The mismanagement of our nation's funds. It started out with the unemployment rates going through the roof and the unemployment checks skyrocketing. Not only were people on unemployment, but many of those people were getting paid grossly more than they'd bring home every week. $900 per week for an unemployment check, when some of these people may have been bringing home $300. Tripling their income and giving them a false sense of security. They bought cars way over MSRP. Our nation was frivolously spending money that we didn't have. And so were you. People drained their savings accounts to buy a house over the valued price. $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 over listed price on regular run-of-the-mill homes. Now these people are sitting without a savings, and they're upside down in their mortgage. All these people that purchased cars over MSRP are up to $10,000 upside down. Over the last 40 years, it has become acceptable and normalized to live beyond your means. We are a spending society. We will spend $3 to make 10 cents. We're not spending 10 cents to make $3 anymore. It is time to wake up, people. It's been time for a long time. We have been taken advantage of for far too long. And it is time to wake up. I know most of you are here because you are able to think independently and critically. There are people sleeping in tents in Asheville. It's cold out. But somewhere along the way, FEMA thinks it's acceptable to try to send $59 million to a 4-star New York motel to house illegal immigrants. It's time to stand up. And as a nation, we are doing that. It is time for change. But I'm going to tell you what. It's not going to get better as soon as you think it might. I am going to try to explain our economic position as simply as I can for those of you who do not care to know specifics. Say you have $3,000 a month take home and you spend $1,500 of that on your home and another $500 on utilities and other miscellaneous spending revolving around your basic needs and your home. You have a $700 a month car payment and $500 worth of monthly payments in minimums for credit card debt. You've overspent. That is what our economy is doing. That's what our government has been doing. Our minimum monthly payments are higher than what we're bringing in. And in order to rectify the situation and become right side up in finances again, it's going to call for major cutbacks. And I'm talking possibly even eating the most bland food in the world. It's going to force more people to go out and grow their own food, which we've seen previously, and I believe we're going to see more of in the future. Our country is not in a fantastic place. However, once we start drilling again, things will start to improve. But we have so much lost ground to make up on. I would like to highly encourage you to start thinking about your future and your finances today. Trying to keep out of debt as best as possible and try doing a little bit more work on the front end, and it is more rewarding if you don't have to go out to the store and buy it. It gives you much greater sense of pride, and it gives you something to be super proud of. Nobody's going to care what you drove when you were 30 years old. The cars that we make today are basically worthless. Take a little bit more time for you and the things you love. If you're going to spend $1 and not make anything, it best provide a lot of smiles for that $1. Think about it. Think about reframing your life. And while you do, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.